Hello? Hello? What's going on? Hello? Hello? Okay. Okay. Apologies. I don't know what happened. Again, because I'm on a new setup, I think the adapter of some sort was a bit dodgy. My mic is plugged in, but it seemed to have plugged out. I apologise for that. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. Very, very sorry about that. I'm not sure when the audio cut out. If it happens again, please let me know. I'll try and keep on top of it while I can. But again, the setup's a bit different for me. Uh, well, welcome once again. I'm not sure if you heard anything I said at all, but I mean, yeah, I apologise for that. I apologise. I'll try my best. But that being said, anyways, I basically want to talk about, Kaspa, crypto, what's happening right now in the sector. XRP, of course, seems to be rallying quite well as well, nearly $2 and all of that. So, first things first, we got this post here from Alex Crypto Dubai talking regarding Kaspa. Apparently, and I've still yet to hear confirmation of this myself, so if someone has seen the official post of sorts, then please let me know again in my Discord server. But apparently, it's a big news that Tangem have confirmed KRC20 integration with Kaspa by the end of this month, which again, that would be today. I've not heard anything coming out about it today. I know it's becoming in the next 2 weeks, or next week and a bit now. So, but I mean, point being, regardless, Tangem KRC20 is going to be coming very, very shortly, which is very bullish to see. Apparently, Tangem Pay is set to release in Q1, which will be linked to the Visa cards as well. So not just Tangem and Kaspa are very closely connected. We showed us that in my previous stream as well. We also have the fact that Tangem are going to be supporting KRC20 very, very shortly. And also then Tangem will be connected to Visa as well, which would be a great way, I guess, to get more adoption and more access to Kaspa and KRC20, because Visa will be in partnership with them with Tangem Pay. So that's a very big deal. And again, one of Tangem's biggest partners actually is Kaspa. Kaspa has chosen the right partner for cold storage wallets, and I think it's a very, very big deal for what's going to happen in the future. And I think the incoming integration will be very bullish for the adoption and price of KRC20 projects. Kaspa, I think right now is looking very, very bullish all in all, currently up 5% on the daily time frame, almost 16.18 cents, and has now surpassed, at least for the time being, surpassed its October 1st price starting point. October 1st, so 2 months ago now, Kaspa was sitting at 15.9 cents, and now it has surpassed that, currently at 16.1. So this does coincide with what I'd hoped would happen and believe would happen, that Kaspa will hopefully surpass this zone here, and hopefully therefore leading to December just being more bullish price action and going higher and higher in value. Now I want to do a little bit of a kind of a coverage of Kaspa here, because we had a bit of a, I guess, discussion, if you will, although I'm not sure if the right word to put it out, but either way, especially in my Discord server, again, the link is right here. There's been some talk with some members about, they're struggling in belief of Kaspa, or maybe the fact, or a better way to put it, they think that Kaspa is overinflated with the belief of where it's going to go. And while I understand the sentiment, I want to also put it out there, I feel like it's an element of comparing apples to oranges, in the sense that when you're trying to compare Kaspa as another innovative project that's, there are multiple like that in the space. There are multiple projects in the space that claim to be innovative, but they're all proof of stake and they're all slightly faster. They don't really offer anything different. They've got VC backing. And yes, I understand, and I agree to an extent that institutions want to have some element of control over the asset they're trying to utilize. That's why I hold XRP, because I think XRP is an asset that does have, institutional backing, and governments also will be able to have some form of control over it because it's centralized. To an extent, that's why I think XRP, the government's going to want to make it go much, much higher, hence why its price is rising right now. We've got some sources about that, which I'll get into again in a moment. But either way, Kaspa, for what it is, I think it's still going to do extremely well due to the fact that it is actually innovative, something that has never actually been done in the space before, the blockchain dilemma solver. So here we go from Kaspa Enthusiast. Kaspa is set to redefine the crypto space. Here's why it's a winner for the upcoming bull run, and of course then cycles to follow as well. Block DAG technology. Unlike traditional blockchain, Kaspa uses a block DAG structure. This means blocks are processed in parallel, solving the blockchain dilemma by offering speed, security, and decentralization all at once. Nothing else in this space has ever achieved that, ever. People have claimed to, but it's all fallen short because they had to use L2s to achieve scalability, therefore sacrificing their decentralization and therefore also their security. Scalability, again, Kaspa has that. The current 1 BPS is already really, really fast, one of the fastest in the space currently already, and it aims to achieve 100 BPS. Imagine transaction throughput, no more waiting confirmations. Again, it'd be settled in seconds maybe not minutes or hours like some other project would be. It'd be set in seconds, microseconds even, going very, very quickly. So yeah, I'm going to quickly just shout out, so J.I., Rachid, Mikey, and Edis, thank you for letting me know that there's no audio, and Tony as well. And yes, all well and good. Welcome to the stream, Mikey and NJ. Flow to hella, my man. Welcome back to the stream as well. Hopefully all you're doing very, very good this weekend, the Thanksgiving weekend. Hopefully you're having a very, very good Sunday as well. No, Saturday. It's Saturday, not Sunday. Wow, my weekend's going too quickly. Yeah, sorry. Anyways, scalability with Kaspa, of course, very, very big. It's a fair launch, no ICOs, no pre-mining, anything like that. It's a proof of work, which is, you know, what Bitcoin is effectively. The community is very, very strong. The market potential is insane. Currently at a $3.43 billion market cap, it can go much, much higher. And it's innovation. But I mean, this whole thread here, I'll be linking in my Discord server, so you go check it out there. But I think most of us in this space understand what Kaspa's about and where it's going to go in the future. That's why we're bullish on Kaspa, because we believe in the future of this technology. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. But of course, there's a lot of frustration because in the past year, Kaspa has been relatively stagnant. We've been talking about this for quite some time now. You know, it's frustrating, I understand that. But either way, Kaspa right now seems to be going through a bit of an uptrend. Hopefully it'll continue in this fashion. Right now, Kaspa's volume has recovered quite well, up 61% in the past 24 hours, now just short of 200 million. Market cap now above 4 billion again, so looking very, very bullish for Kaspa right now. Bybit has surpassed 10 million and BitGet 13 million in volume, so that's gone up again. Again, the percentile of the volume is still quite low, but the good news, at least I like to believe, is the likes of Gate and MEXC, that's dropped off. Because the last time we looked at it, with Gate and MEXC, that had normally been around 36, 38%. And now it's down to 30 and 29. Again, that's on the daily. That could very quickly change in the next few days. But right now, the volume is being diversified more throughout other exchanges. And again, Bybit and BitGet are taking more of it as well. Kraken's still quite low in percentile, but either way now surpassed 2 million volume. So again, that is quite good to see all in all. Hopefully it continues in that fashion. As remember, the KF did state that the other tier ones, so the likes of Binance and Coinbase and OKX and Up and all the other big tier ones, what they want to see is high volume from the top exchanges to give them the incentive to continue that bullish momentum to then list Kaspa. So if Kaspa continues having high volume, I want to say ideally 300-400 be good for us. And it's normally coming through these top three. Obviously, Kraken would be the best one, but any of these top three, that could be the incentive needed for Binance and other big ones to list Kaspa. And I think Kaspa's going to start getting that volume coming very, very quickly. Patrio, yo bro, I don't know, the daily chart looked like head and shoulders. I have a feeling we are still in a correction for 12 to 12.5 cent range in the wake of the future Bitcoin correction. Next year, all green. There again, anything is truly possible, so I'm not going to disregard the belief in that. Some people are saying head and shoulders, some people are saying this is also a cup and handle. I'm going to try and draw this out. Again, using a trackpad is terrible, I hate it, but I can't connect the mouse. Yeah, something. This is a cup and handle here, and then I'm going to start billing out. So again, TA, as much as I do value the element of TA, and I've said that multiple times, TA can be important to help you devise your trading strategy. So I do think TA is an important analyst, but I think what is more important, or arguably as important, is the real world developments. Kaspa, TA may say tomorrow is going to crash. Again, that's just, for example, it could say crash, but if Bitcoin jumps to 200k tomorrow, Kaspa's not going to correct, is it? So while as I do believe TA can be important, and definitely if it is head and shoulders, maybe we do see it come back down again. I mean, 12.5 cents for me is not out of the possibility. That only puts us around here, which again is in the zone of where I believe it could come down to. I said if Kaspa corrects, I think lowest worst case would be 11.5, but otherwise probably around here. But right now it seems to be in an uptrend, which is good to see. And I think it'll continue in that fashion based on other developments happening with crypto. Again, I think Bitcoin, we'll have to wait and see, because right now Bitcoin, it's seemingly doing quite well. You could, potentially you could argue that this yesterday was it getting rejected again near 100k. We have to wait and see what happens in the next few days. If that is a rejection, then we'll see it come down. If not, you could still see Bitcoin try to push again to 100k. But of course, we'll have to wait and see what happens in the daily. Right now, Bitcoin's only down 0.59%, so it's not down much at all. But hopefully it doesn't continue in that fashion and it starts reversing and going up. But either way, we are seeing Ethereum rally, which is a key indicator, as you remember. I mentioned that Ethereum surpassing its all-time high at 4k is a sign of altcoin season starting. But equally, we can check out the Bitcoin dominance right now, which I've showcased in previous streams as well. Bitcoin dominance right now is dropping off more and more. We can see again, it actually did drop below momentarily this trend line, which for me is a good sign that altcoin season is about to start. And it's not going to be altcoin season as in the full blown of it. It's going to be a miniature one, because then Bitcoin's going to end up rallying again, taking dominance back from the market, and we'll see the full altcoin season next year. But either way, we're starting to see a miniature one right now, hence also why Kaspa is rallying, and XRP and all assets right now. Look at them. Pretty much all of them are green because Bitcoin dominance is dropping off. As well as we can also see, again, the other indicators being, yes, shares right now we're not at the top just yet. Things are not completely overheated just yet. I need to bring that down a little bit. It's still getting quite heated, but it's not overheated just yet. We've still got a bit of time. And equally, we're down to confidence at 79, not 80. So either way, the confidence is not near highs yet. We've still got a lot more time to see, higher highs incoming, so to speak. So I think we've still got a lot more time for crypto and Kaspa, and potentially we could see it go much, much higher in the future. Andy A, I bought today 30 more Kaspa. Big up to Andy A, looking very good, my man. Helium Hub Crypto Collective. Don't know if you touched on this, but one of the problems with Kaspa market manipulation by Mouth and Digital, though it might be slow, with L7 being a profitable at the moment. I do believe, and I haven't touched on it much, you're correct, I do believe there is an element potentially of Marathon manipulating the price of Kaspa. Ultimately, I do think Kaspa is being manipulated. I think that much is quite evident, mainly from, I think, Mexi and Gate, or mainly Mexi. I'm not so much sure about Gate, but Mexi definitely. And that is partly the reason why Kaspa's price has been suppressed for so long. Mexi, I've seen multiple posts time and time again of Mexi bots having literally massive sell walls that it makes it hard for Kaspa to try and surpass it. Right now, Kaspa is surpassing it, looking very good. I think, again, Kaspa has still some seemingly very strong levels of resistance to try and break above, which would be right here, around the 17 cents. If we break above 18.2 cents, this zone here, I think that would be a good sign for Kaspa to push towards all-time highs again. But again, I do think Marathon probably are also manipulating the price to get more cheap Kaspa mining it. But at the end of the day, I think for what is to come for Kaspa, there's only so much more they can suppress the price. Of course, with retail coming back, that'll be a big thing for Kaspa, but Kaspa does need the tier ones to get the bigger listings. So retail coming back is great, but if Kaspa haven't got Binance and Coinbase and OKX, then its pump will be lackluster. But we know Binance is coming. We've seen multiple posts about that in my last few streams and videos as well. Binance is coming. A matter of when, we don't know. Speculator says February, and I do believe that is a very decent possibility right now. And it's due to also what Kaspa has in store for it, and also regarding KRC20. I'll come back. I think I've been off sidetrack a little bit, but I'll come back to it in a moment, because here we can see Christian Ludwig. Transaction on Kaspa network headed to all-time highs of the question mark. We can see its all-time highs was here around the 20th of October when we saw KDAO. I believe it was KDAO launched. We saw that's when Kaspa was, spiked to all-time highs in transaction. When we see Kaspa's transaction volume is starting to spike up a little bit again, which is good news all around. Potentially, we can see some more bullish momentum for Kaspa as more retail floods back in. We can see once more, if you look at the wallet addresses right now, wallet addresses are looking decent for Kaspa. That's the wrong one. At 530, almost 531,000. So again, the addresses are still climbing more and more. We're seeing more big addresses from whales, sharks, and dolphins getting more involved again. So all in all, and we even see this better still. We've seen, look, top end addresses, that's dropped down from 15% now. So we're seeing Kaspa become more diversified. That is also a very bullish, big thing for Kaspa, making it, again, speculative, but also true, more decentralized than Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin right now, the top 10% is like 21%. Top 10 addresses, Kaspa's at 14.925 to 50%. We've seen the addresses growing more and more, and we're seeing the transaction with Kaspa also starting to surge again, which is a very, very good thing. And this will definitely, in my personal belief, not financial advice, but I believe it will definitely soar much, much higher with the news and FOMO coming through about Binance listing, with KRC20 definitely going higher and higher as well, with Tangem coming involved, I'm sure, as well. And with 10 BPS also just around the corner. Not far off, I believe. Helium Hub Crypto Collective said, with the news of Binance listing supposedly in Feb 2025, we will see a small pump. The real pump, I think, will be when KRC20 has applications. They're talking summer 2025. Yeah, so when smart contracts come through effectively. I think the pump for Binance will be... I think it will be quite significant. I'm not going to say, to the moon. I'm not going to say Binance will maintain Kaspa to $2-3 sort of thing. But if Binance, let's say Kaspa, for argument's sakes, reaches 30 cents by February, and then Binance listed Kaspa, that I think will send Kaspa to $1. And that sounds quite extensive, quite excessive. But by that point in February, you'll see a lot of retail here. People will see Kaspa listed, and Binance will cause a lot of parabolic move, in my personal belief. We'll have to obviously wait and see. But also by that point as well, it will lead up to the potential of literally the following month or around that time, 10 BPS will be launching very soon as well, which will also be game-changing for Kaspa. So I think that's also something to look out for. And I do agree smart contracts will equally be massive for Kaspa. I don't know how big the pump's going to be though, because the argument, which is a fair argument, is that the release of smart contracts is going to be coming a little bit late. And that's true. You know, I think the pump for Kaspa will still be significant. I think I have its own little pump. We've seen it do it in the past. Again, when everything else was dumping, Kaspa did this little thing here. So I think we will definitely see a pump, but we definitely will see a pump. But I think it's just a case of it'll be a little bit, maybe not as high as we want, depending on where the top of the cycle is. But I do think, yes, I do agree with you, Helium, that the biggest pump for Kaspa probably will be more so in the summertime. Again, if the market top is November, then definitely. If the market top's a bit earlier, summertime, then maybe I think we'll see more pumps for Kaspa. I think it'll be a little bit laboured, a bit lackluster. But once more, while I'm, reiterating to everyone here, don't be emotional, be logical. Kaspa could do very well. It may not do as well if you wanted to do. Depends on how long you're holding it for and how much gains you want to make. Of course, there are multiple projects in this space you could do very, very well at. I think that there are multiple. I mean, I'll get into that again more so in a second. You've got AI stuff. AI is about to explode seemingly as well, which is very, very bullish. Real world developments and real world assets like XRP is doing quite well and rallying right now. The dinosaur retailers coming back again, and the boomers stuff coming back again as well. I think there's much more to come. But I think Kaspa will be a big gainer in my personal belief. It's just a case of when. The developments are coming out, but it might be a little bit late. But again, KRC20 looking very good, transaction going up, which is good to see. And we've seen this here from Kaspa as well. The innovation and power of the Kaspa network combined with tech additions like Kasplex and soon a new variety of fully decentralized exchanges offer KRC20 shows how next level the Kaspa technology is. This comes regarding the Kas Piano, which I think equally has looked like a very, very good website all in all. We're seeing a lot of applications coming up for KRC20, which will be game-changing for Kaspa as well, giving it, another kind of viewpoint, if you will, for how solid it is as a project. And actually, in that regard, we've got some more massive KRC20 announcements. Bird World is now live. I mentioned this again in my previous streams. Right now, I've been typically using Kasfi, which is not, it's fine, it's decent, it's good. They are currently reworking it, I believe, as well. But I'll be so for real. No hate to Kasfi. Kasfi's good, I like it. But Bird World, it's actually incredible. This is Burt World here. I don't hold Burt yet. I plan to, but I'm not shitting Burt. But Burt World, I think, is very, very. It looks very similar to Kasfi here, but I think again, for me, it's a bit more of a clean layout. Understanding what's happening in the space right now of these projects. Obviously, it does it in markup as well. And more importantly, if you click on a token like Nacho here, it shows you the actual trading view chart, which I think is very, very cool. So you see a trading view chart here. And then you can also see all the exchanges underneath it, which I think is actually more up to date. Actually, I say that it's not because Nacho is now on the Sendex and also Bitconomy, so it's not up to date just yet. But either way, the advantage of the Burt World, which is similar to Kasfi, is it also has the trading view chart here as well, not the the Kasfi chart, which while fine, I prefer to see the trading view one. That's not bad, but I think Burt World again very, very cool. So in future, I'll probably be loading up both, but I'm sure in future I'll probably only be utilizing Burt World as a metric to look at these tokens. Because again, you see my streams all the time. I always use TradingView. TradingView is just it's the market. It's the website that all traders use to get an understanding of what's happening, and it's quite I'm sure you've seen it in the space for a while. So that's what Burt has right here. So I think it's again very, very cool, and it gives us also another I think an easier understanding of what it looks like right now, the project. I think Nacho is looking very, very decent. And this is, I'm bullish on Nacho, of course. So this is Burt World. I like it a lot. I'm going to be seeing, I'm sure, a lot more about it coming up very, very soon. They literally just launched it. Since then, we've had over 1,500 visits, and I'm sure we'll see many, many more. They're going to be adding more features. Again, this is why I'm quite bullish on Burt, because I think Burt is actually doing quite a lot to really help bring more applications to KRC22 Kaspa. Of course, I have a lot of very bullish KRC20 tokens regarding Nacho, Kango, Kaspi, Gold, Kaspa, Conan, even Kiro is doing very, very well, up 223% right now. It's had a very, very good run the last 24 hours, and even then more so. Currently, the holders is only at 2.5k, so it's growing more and more, so it's not doing badly. Market cap's at 3.5 mil, and volume is currently at 329,000. Of course, the volume still being definitely dominated by the likes of Kango, just short of 2 mil. And we can see if we look between the both of them right now, they are, exactly the same. It's just a different sort of viewpoint, if you will, a different module. But either way, Burt World, again, I'm very bullish on that. Hopefully more coming out very, very soon. And even the other announcement for KRC20 as well looking very, very good. So we've got Gold here. We have funded Gold Fund to purchase massive amount of Kaspa miners, top performance Kaspa miners from Ice River. Huge news. So we're seeing Gold, currently Gold Fire holds 34 KS5 miners with a total hash power of 0.5 PHS. So again, we're seeing more developments, big developments coming out for KRC20 as well. Again, Bitconomy is now going to be listing something called Capsa. Again, another new token. Again, I'm not sure how good it is. I'm not saying anything about it, but either way, Capsa, there's one here. We're seeing here Kango, big announcement now listed on CoinMarketCap. So again, great exposure and adoption for the likes of Kango. So I'm very happy about that. Again, Nacho now listed on Ascend. So we're seeing more listings coming out. All in all, just again, what we're seeing is just increasing developments for Kaspa while the price has been stagnant for a while. And frustrating that may be for a lot of people who got in maybe a little bit later on. It's not the same as a project that's, dying off, right? The project is dying off and not developing anything, they're not doing anything. The hash rate is capitulating, which is not here. The hash rate is actually going up more, which is very important for proof of work projects. What the hash rate showcases is the increasing adoption and security. The highest number, it means the project's got more adoption and it's also more secure, which makes it harder for miners to actually be able to mine it, but it's a good thing. It's a very good thing seeing the higher number. So, and this number's stayed quite stagnant for the past, month or so. But either way, I think we're going to start seeing a spike very, very shortly with Kaspa, with Marathon probably getting more involved, with miners getting more involved. Sure, I think there's meant to be a new batch of miners coming out in December. I might be wrong about that. I'm sure the mining community knows more about Kaspa. I do not mine Kaspa. I have no intention to right now. That might be a mistake on my behalf, but I'm kind of happy just holding my Kaspa tokens as it is. But I know people who are mine Kaspa who are very, I think Jay Honey has been very profitable in it so far, or at least not losing money, which a lot of people thought you should get a Kaspa miner right now because the hash rate is the price is so low down that you'd be losing money, but apparently it's not as bad to solo mine right now, which is good to hear. And that's also why Kaspa price probably not pumped yet, because the miners aren't in desperate need for the price to go up much higher just yet. Also, again, being manipulated. But either way, looking very good. And remember, again, regarding Nacho, we've got some big stuff coming for it very, very soon. On Ascend now, which is very cool. But again, later today, in an hour's time, there will be an AMA with Kaspa Ghost, Ring of Kaspa, and Nacho, and other special guests from the KRC20 universe. So we'll see, again, more, hopefully, even though they say share some alpha and news. So we'll see some big announcements, I'm sure, coming out for these projects as well. So I'll definitely be tuning into that when the stream cuts off in about half an hour or so. I'll be looking into that and see what's up about it. See if I can try and bring some alpha to the next stream. Andy A says, exec exchange Kaspa wallet is almost empty now. Only 83 Kaspa left. 83,000 Kaspa left. Wow. I mean, yeah. Again, we're seeing the exchanges right now. They're actually being drained. Mexi again, losing more and more. Almost 50 million Kaspa. Again, we're seeing it going into the other wallet here. So it looks like they're kind of diversifying from the top wallet to give it to the other wallets. I'm sure they're actually losing some as well in regards to probably people buying it off the exchange. But either way, we're seeing the top wallet of Mexi. That was literally 1 billion. They were on Aquaman about 2-3 weeks ago, and now they got 600,000, 350,000, 350 million Kaspa. This wallet, top one here, is meant to be KuCoin's, not moved much at all. We're also seeing other wallets seemingly going more and more. So again, the wallets are dropping off more from the exchanges, which is a good sign that retail is coming to Kaspa. So again, a lot of stuff coming for Kaspa, which I'm very, very bullish about. Massimino asks, is it true that Kaspa has the biggest hash rate after Bitcoin of all existing cryptos? Yes, that is correct. The second biggest one after Bitcoin was Litecoin. And I believe it was Litecoin at least, or it might have been Dogecoin. But either way, Kaspa surpassed those projects quite some time ago now. Kaspa is quite convincingly, quite confidently the second largest proof of work in Hashrate after Bitcoin. Bitcoin, of course, is massive. It's nowhere near. So, Kaspa's got quite a ways to go to catch up to Bitcoin if it ever does. But it is definitely the second best one, which is another massive title for it. Helium Hub Crypto Collector says, yep, 30 cents by February is my guess too. Then if the market keeps pumping, you could see Kaspa hit $1 by summer realistically. Hopes are for more like $10, but more like $1. I mean, my prediction for Kaspa, I'm still hoping to see $30 Kaspa, or not $30, gosh, 30 to 35 cents Kaspa by the end of the year, which I think potentially is possible, but again, that might be a bit much of an ask. I'm more optimistic now of seeing a new all-time high for Kaspa by the end of the year, going into the new year. And then come January, February, we'll see it go to probably 35 cents or so, 35 cents. And then when the 10 BPS is around the corner, smart contracts around the corner, Binance listing, potentially OKX and all the other stuff coming for Kaspa as well. When those come out and retail's here and, Bitcoin is flying, but at that point probably going towards 150K, I think Kaspa will start pushing towards $1-2. My bearish prediction has not changed. It's still $2 bearish for Kaspa, and I'm hoping to see potentially 4 or 5. I still think Kaspa can reach $100 billion market cap. I know it sounds quite excessive right here, but once more, as I'll shake it in my previous stream, as a Kaspa enthusiast put it out, he's not saying it is Cardano, but we see in the span of literally 2 months, Cardano jumped from $3.4 billion market cap to $10.7 billion market cap. It jumped a 3x in that time frame. So there's nothing saying that Kaspa can't do the same thing and jump very, very quickly. Of course, it has got the VC backing in the same way that Cardano would have had, but Kaspa does have the technology, and it has got some institutional connections in regard to the KRI, and also just has Grayscale considering it. And if you get these developments regarding regulations coming up very shortly, I'm sure that you'll see Kaspa being one of the tokens that are sourced after by Grayscale. Because again, Milestones miners and Wall Street know of Kaspa. That is quite evident. Massimino asks, do you see the probability that this bull run lasts only until April, May, or do you think it will last the whole year 2025? I mean, I spoke about it in the last few streams. It's tough to really determine where it's going to go because, again, historical data kind of suggests it will be probably April, May. But again, it's hard to judge historical data when you've got new deciding metrics in the cycle being institutional adoption that can send it much, much higher. I'll have to go into more depth about it closer to the time. Right now, I'm on the safe side of things. I'm looking towards April, May time. But I'm also keeping my options and eyes open for the fact that we could potentially see it go much higher in regards to potentially into the middle of summer, if not even to November, being so normally the end of the cycle. What's up, Didi? Welcome back to stream, my man. And the Buff Link says, as always, if you enjoy this stream, leave a like. Share your friends, guys, for more crypto. Check out my free Discord server. Leave a homepage also in the description. Now, I'll get more some Kaspa news in just a second. Kaspa, of course, again, right now 6% up, looking very, very good. I'm hoping it continue in this fashion on the end of the day. But again, I wanted to quickly cover regarding XRP. Again, people aren't the best biggest on XRP, and I get why. It's centralized. It's been a stable coin for a very, very long time. But hello, hey XRP, you can't deny that right now XRP is definitely doing something. From 50 cents not that long ago, it's now up almost a 4x in value, almost to $2 right now. It's been going parabolic. That's on the back of multiple ETFs being filed for XRP, or filed but not approved because the SEC has not approved anything. Also on the back of Gary Gensler announcing he's going to be leaving the SEC, therefore meaning that a lot of the XRP community understand and believe that this lawsuit will be dropped because Gary Gensler is not going to be in power anymore, and Trump is very pro-crypto right now. And also much, much more. For example, we're seeing here, retail interest in XRP has surpassed that of Ethereum, Cardano, and Solana in Google search trends over the past 90 days. So ultimately what we're seeing right now is retail coming back, right? Retail's coming back in full force, and it's retail from the last cycle. People who got in during the bull cycle left, forgot the bear cycle, came back again. They're going to be starting to invest. That's why you're seeing a lot of these so-called fossil or dinosaur cryptos starting to rally, because a lot of the retail's coming back and investing into them. That's why XRP has been rallying, because they now know the lawsuit's coming to an end, and therefore they're going into it. Furthermore, according to Fox business journalist Elena Terry here, we've got a scoop that apparently Ripple is poised for a New York. What's happened? Okay, the stream's just gone down. What's happened? Hello? Has the stream gone down? I'm getting a warning signal. I have no idea what's happening right now. Is the stream down or not? I can't tell if the stream's gone down. I'm getting a warning signal. Oh, we're good here. Okay, thank you very much. I don't know why Okay, I thought I had something wrong. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Again, I apologize. The setup is really, really dodgy. I wish I had something better. As I was saying, I'm sorry once more. Yeah, XRP, again, scoop from Elena Terrett here, that Ripple is poised for New York approval of stablecoins set to enter regulated US crypto market. So we're going to hopefully be seeing the likes of Ripple's RLUSD coming very, very shortly. The launch date is the 4th of December. That's why XRP is rallying right now. In 5 days' time, we're potentially going to see the release of Ripple's stablecoin, the RLUSD. Okay, it's back up. I think the stream went down for a moment and now back up. Again, I'm not sure what happened because I'm looking at all the chats in my phone, and equally, I got kicked on my phone as well. So again, I'm so sorry about this. I promise you, hopefully tomorrow will be better. And once I'm back home on Monday, so in 2 days' time, it should be as good as usual. It'll be probably a later stream again because I'll be driving back from like a 6-7 hour journey driving back. So it'll be a long journey. But again, Monday stream should be perfect. But thank you all for bearing with me. And tuning in daily to these streams. I know it's a testament to all you all, not just to me, a testament to you all who are tuning in daily to understand and learn more about crypto. Of course, Kaspa as well. We're all bullish on Kaspa, but again, you're the reason why I do these things. Again, bearing with me in these tough times as well in my technical issues. But yes, regarding the tangent, either way. So yeah, New York crypto regulator is nearing the approval of Ripple stablecoin. Hence why XRP's value looking very, very good. And apparently, here we got some smoke. Institutions are noting the significance of Donald Trump's meeting with Ripple. So again, we're seeing a reason why Ripple and XRP is pumping seemingly quite a lot right now is because RUSD, stablecoins could be coming out very, very shortly, potentially in the next week. And also, institutions and therefore also retail are acknowledging the fact that Donald Trump had a meeting with XRP and Ripple, which could also be a very big deal. You're leading the price to go much, much higher as well. So again, I'm not saying that this is, love or hate XRP, I'm in this space as an investor to make money. My bag in XRP was quite small. And I don't regret it being quite small because at the end of the day, I had belief in XRP would do well, but I didn't have faith because it was centralized. And I was worried that, again, it could be rugged. Because most of the tokens are held by the developers and the employees, stuff like that. So it always could be rugged. That's the complication with a lot of these crypto projects, is trying to have faith that they won't rug you. And that's hard to have. Kaspa, of course, it can't be rugged due to the fact that it is decentralized. Like it's basically, the fact that also the top 10 addresses right now is becoming more decentralized. Top 10 addresses have got 50% of the supply. I don't think top 155, that's quite a lot, I guess, but either way, I don't think Kaspa's chance of being rugged is very, very minimal in comparison. But yes, XRP again seemingly doing very, very well following the lawsuit coming to an end, the RUSD stablecoin coming out within the next week seemingly, with Trump seemingly bullish on XRP as well. So much as I am very bullish on Kaspa, my Kaspa holding is far, far larger than my XRP holding by a landslide. I hedge in XRP to hedge my investment to diversify in the off chance it does do well. And right now I'm up almost 4x. I've got in at 50 cents. That's not me saying, yeah, look at me, I'm the greatest. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying I'm trying to emphasize the importance and arguably the utilize and the security you can get from diversifying in your assets, right? Because much as I believe in Kaspa doing very well in the long term, and I could go all in on Kaspa and I'd probably be okay with it, Kaspa aggressively has not done very well in the past 3-4 months. That's fine. I think it could do well in the cycle and cycles to come from that. I'm holding it long term, so it doesn't bother me that much. But to be able to make some quick money through XRP, I've made a 3x from XRP already, and I took some of that profit out and put it into Tau, Kaspa, and C. Other projects I have a lot of faith in. Speaking of which, actually, again, what Alex Becker puts here, it's blatantly obvious Binance and other big exchanges are going to start listing AI coins very, very shortly. Now, I think Tau's already on it, although I think there's complication with Tau on Binance. I don't really understand what's happening with that. But either way, this will create the same nuclear pumps we saw in memes. AI is going to go parabolic very, very soon. And we've got some big announcements. Again, I showed this in my stream yesterday that on the 5th of December, so again, in about 6 days' time, we're going to see Desync, one of the other AI projects I have a lot of belief and faith in, which is not on Binance right now. We'll be having an AMA Twitter X live space with Arbitrum Core, which I think, again, is very, very bullish. So my whole premise behind what I'm trying to get across right now is I do believe in Kaspa. I love Kaspa. It's my biggest holding, and I think it'll do very well in the cycle and cycle to follow. But I think diversifying your asset is, again, not financial advice, trade your own discretion. But for me, diversifying your assets is also a good safekeep, if you will. Again, because I've made profits through memes, through AI tokens right now, through L1s, through XRP, because I diversified. Didn't put a massive bag in them, but it's enough to make me a little bit extra to then put more into Kaspa, because I have more conviction in this. But again, XRP's got some. XRP has a good chance of going higher potentially, although because it's had such a XRP is definitely very, very hot right now. I would suspect to see some corrective behavior at XRP soon potentially. For me, my peak for XRP would probably be $5. Bullish being 10. we'll have to wait and see. Because right now XRP is nearing a $1 billion market cap. It's actually flipped BNB and coming for Solana right now. It's not far off Solana actually. Could do it by the end of the day at this point. It's actually surpassed $100 billion market cap. I think XRP will probably peak maybe 3. Maybe max. I mean, I could see maybe $5 billion market cap, a $500 billion market cap potentially. Actually, I don't know because Ethereum's only at 4. I'd probably say XRP is probably going to also be about $200 billion market cap, which put it in and around $5, maybe 6. But again, I think XRP is one that could do quite well in the cycle. But again, in terms of ROI, I'm more bullish on the likes of Kaspa, which right now Kaspa again being extremely undervalued, around 59.7%. I can see Kaspa going quite comfortably to $1, equally quite comfortably to $2, and then potentially higher than that as well. Meaning that ROI from this point for Kaspa would be 10, 15x at least. Again, that's my personal belief. As we all got people in the chat who have more conservative predictions that it's not going to reach as high as $1, that's fine. Either way, that's still a 5, 6x from here. The whole point of me, what I'm talking about is just giving you source of information to understand what's happening with Kaspa, why Kaspa is so great, what's happening in the space, KRC20 getting more and more adoption. We're seeing more big announcements coming out of KRC20 as well regarding the meme tokens, regarding listings on CoinMarketCap, regarding listings on big exchanges like Ascend, regarding Bertwell coming out. Again, I'm very, very happy that Bertwell's come out. I want to go more into this in the future. And again, Tangent support and KRC20 will be, I think, a very, very big thing as well. A very, very big thing as well. And I'm just going for the questions once more. Helium says, I mine Kaspa. I have 1 KS5L and IR facility and have 4 KS0, 4 Pros and 8 Ultras in my apartment. I don't play. I mean, yeah, you've got so many miners. Damn. Big up to you, my man. Wealth Ranger, KRC20 smart contracts are coming 6 months too late. Bull run ends Q1 2025. We'll have to wait and see. Again, historical data suggests that it could happen around that time. The market is getting a bit overheated right now, seemingly resembling quite similar levels to what we saw in December, which means it should probably end around March, April time. And equally, yes, we're currently at 79, if not 80 CBBI, so we could end up seeing it peak Q1. But once more, we are not in the same market as we were last time. We've got institutional investments here. We're not institutions. Some of us might be whales, might have a lot of capital behind us, but we are not institutions. We are not $10 trillion hedge funds or $10 trillion investment managements. BlackRock. They decide what they want to do in the market. If they want Bitcoin to go to 300k, they make it 300k. They don't care. It's hard. All we can do, regardless of our capital, is just follow along with what they're doing and try to, act in accordance. They're always going to win the market. BlackRock never loses. You can never bet against BlackRock. Because you're going to lose, you bet against BlackRock. If BlackRock wants to keep going longer, they make it go longer. So potentially Q1's the top. Potentially it's November as always. Potentially there is no top. Again, that's that's me just trying to emphasize the point that we don't know where the top's going to be. So time will tell as it comes up. What's up, Matthew? What about the stream, my man? Happy to see a bit of slight action. Yeah, Kaspa again currently up 5.3%, is looking decent right now. Hopefully, I want to see Kaspa at least end above this zone here, this line, this level of support by the end of the day, because I think that would be a very big deal for Kaspa hopefully starting to see a rally in December to push new all-time highs. And yeah, just catching up for all the pops saying you can hear me now. It's great to hear. BlackRock doesn't want you to talk about XRP. Yeah, I know. I know. BlackRock, again. You got to be careful what you say. They don't want you to talk about XRP at all. Jay Smith said, interested in the Solana chart, did a run-up in May 2021 and then really surged in November. Very dislike ADA and BNB, which did double tops with all the Kaspa deadlines a bit later, 25, something to think about. Yeah, you know what? I do agree with that. Again, it's one of those ones. We can look at multiple other projects in this space, whether it be ADA, Cardano, whether it be XRP, whether it be Solana, Ethereum, you name it. The point that I'm trying to get across, and also what I was trying to get across in my Discord server to other members or people in my community who are trying to get across to that, you can compare what could happen in this space. The whole premise of what you're trying to say, I understand, Jay Smith, is that markets and assets in particular can shift in price very, very quickly without any notice. Again, Bitcoin rose from 68 to 98k in a span of 2 weeks. That's quick. That's a lot of money flowing in just 2 weeks. Kaspa jumped from 5 to 15 cents in just 2 weeks. 3xing in value. Things can change very, very quickly. And as a result, we could see Kaspa potentially jump very, very quickly, even after the cycle tops. And once more, the stream's gone down. I don't know. This is Terrible. I'm hoping the streams come back up again. I hope the streams come up again. I don't know what's going on. The connection here is terrible, seemingly. But yeah, I think we can see the premise of what you're trying to say, Jay Smith, is that yes, I don't think comparing Kaspa to other project is fair, because Kaspa again is really innovative. It's very different. The disadvantage of Kaspa is no VC backing, meaning the amount of money that could be pumped into the market to go higher is harder. But the advantage of Kaspa is it's decentralized, and therefore, and it's got a lot coming forward, a lot of developments, and it's got a very, very strong team behind it. Therefore, we could see it potentially go much, much higher. I apologize once more for the stream keep cutting out if you had to rejoin again. Again, I promise you tomorrow hope to be better. If not, then come Monday it'll definitely be a lot better. But yeah, I do think that, yeah, Kaspa can have a potentially late surge, because again, we could see, let's say Bitcoin top ends Q1 2025, Kaspa has proven itself time and time again to have its own rally, you know, doing this stuff when everything was correcting. So I think Kaspa in that regard could end up pumping when everything starts correcting to an extent, because Bitcoin dominance will fall off. We'll see money flood into the altcoins and then also capitulate. But then Kaspa with smart contracts could end up having its own miniature rally, because again, it's got more coming for it. DD says, I think that once those who have made profit on XRP, etc., will invest in projects that have the hype, and with what comes for Kaspa, I'm very confident. Yes, I agree. People who make profit on XRP, equally, I think XRP could be considered a similar way to, XRP is similar you consider with any major altcoin, right? Any major project. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, all the big projects. Of course, Bitcoin is the crypto, the other three are altcoin blue chips, but of course you've got the smaller big altcoins, I guess, like Sui, Kaspa, so on and so forth. But I think the money from the big projects will cycle down into the smaller projects, and ones that have a lot of hype will be the ones that really, really drive it. Now, of course, right now we're still in a hype cycle, but I think we're going to enter a cycle that, in the end of this cycle, leading into the future for what all cycles will be, it will be a cycle driven by utility, ones that actually offer something. As the monetary system is being shaped around blockchain and crypto right now, it's assets that actually offer a service to people, the ones that are going to survive. So whereas right now, hype is definitely the drive, that's why memes are doing so well. In the future, I still think memes are going to be, relevant, but I think they're going to fall off in regards to, when utility takes over. Which, utility is going to take over, I think, maybe come to the end of the cycle, and then more so in the cycle to come from that as well. Bitcoin Billionaire says, hi, what is your take profit strategy for your coins? Will it be more price targets or time targets? Can you give example of a coin? Okay. So for me, it is more, it's a bit of both, right? I don't just base it just off one, right? Because I might say for Kaspa, for example, my price target for take profit is just say let's just say example, top $4, right? Kaspa may reach $4 too early, and then continue, and let's just say for hypothetical, it reaches $4 by, next month, which is, excessive. Of course it won't do that. Who knows, but I doubt it. $4 by next month. I think the top of the cycle is going to be, let's just say Q1. So I've got 3 months then. I'll take a lot of profit, but I'll probably still be keeping some in there for a go on. So I think it's a combination of the both. I've got certain projects that I think, like XRP, I think will reach $5. I'll take a much more at $5 and then, see where it goes from there. But again, it depends on the timing. If XRP reaches $5 by next month, then I'll probably keep it going to hopefully see maybe 10. Because it's still got another 2, 3, maybe even more months worth of, Bitcoin pumping. So it's a bit of both. Right now, my price targets is I'm looking closely towards Q1 2025, and then acting, being reactionary after that point to see if it goes further or not. And then I've got price targets for Kaspa again, $2-3 sort of that sort of range where I think it's going to hopefully reach to, if not higher. And then other projects like Sui, I see Sui probably reaching maybe 8. C, I'm kind of around 6-8. Actually, Sui probably about 10. C around maybe 6-8. Tau about 5K. I think Tau again, AI. If what's happening to AI, I think AI is going to be a very, very big run very soon. So projects like Tau in particular, FET, and also like Desync and even Powell AI, those ones are going to have a very, very big run very shortly. What's up, Poker Seraphim? Welcome to stream, my man. Hope you're doing very well today. But yeah, that being said, I apologize for the stream again, a bit iffy. But right now, again, capital right now is looking very, very good. I like to say market again looking very green, following once more the Bitcoin dominance coming down a bit, which is a good sign because right now Bitcoin is not really correcting heavily, as we can see. You know, it's kind of more or less stagnant. But that being said, it's not correcting very heavily, yet it's still staying around this zone of which again, because it's not correcting heavily, therefore the dominance is coming down more. If it started, coming down to 9187k, all alts will come down with it. But right now it's staying around this zone of 95 to 99k. So therefore the dominance is falling off, letting alts have a little bit of a run, and either Bitcoin's going to continue this fashion, and again we'll have to wait and see, because I think Bitcoin could still potentially see a rally if this was not deemed as I don't think this was deemed as the double top. I think that's not high enough to be a double top. I could be wrong, but I think this had to go a little bit higher. We'll have to see what happens in the next few days. If Bitcoin ends up starting correcting, I think Bitcoin's going to probably come down to 87k. Although again, I mean, there are multiple things to look out for, right? I'm saying so Bitcoin, let's say this got rejected here. If it comes down and gets rejected and gets rebounded back off here again, that will be a good sign to see a new all-time high. That will be a double bottom here. But I think it's more like we'll see Bitcoin hopefully start rallying. But again, time will tell. But again, we're seeing altcoins rally. Kaspa, of course, rallying right now, looking very, very good. And a lot of big stuff coming from Kaspa, seemingly. Again, Tangem, what it's doing in the space in general. 10 BPS, again, there's going to be a test for 10 BPS happening, I think on the 3rd is what I saw. So it's 4 days from now. We're going to see it come out on the 3rd of December. A test at 11 test for 10 BPS hard fork. That could be a game changer for Kaspa. I'm not saying it's going to cause it to pump to the moon, but it'll be a good sign to see that Kaspa is hopefully ready to move on to the next step, which will be one step closer to 10 BPS on the mainnet. Kas20 again, memes going parabolic, Burt rolled out. All in all, very, very good. And again, XRP looking like it's going to have a very, very big rally very shortly. And AR is definitely going parabolic as well. Bitcoin Billionaire says, what happens if it doesn't hit $4 then? Not saying it won't, just hypothetical. Yeah, so good question. So I do have my ideal price zones, of course, where I think it's going to reach, but I also have my take profit zones as well. So for Kaspa, again, Kaspa, I'm not taking anything out of it, but I plan to take profit around $1 and also around $2. Now, if Kaspa doesn't reach I think Kaspa will reach $1. That for me is very, very likely. So that for me is going to be a take profit regardless. And then if it doesn't reach $2, then it means that when let's just say, okay, so let's say Kaspa reaches for this cycle, which I think it probably will go higher, but let's just say it reaches $1.90, right? And I'm aiming for $2. So I'll take profit at $1. And then it gets to Q1 where the cycle top might be in, and it's already reached $1.90, it's not going to pump anymore. Then I'll probably take out a bit more of my bag then, but because I know Kaspa's also going to have smart contracts coming out, again, maybe it's a bit of a biased maxi mindset, but for me, I'll probably take out more when the correction comes in, maybe like $1.50 when it comes back down a little bit, but I won't take out too much because again, it might see its own miniature rally following smart contracts. But yeah, for example, like Sui I put in at $1.80. It's up to about $3.50, so I've made a 2x on it, or almost 2x on it. And so it reaches $5. I'll take a bit more out of that. Reaches $10, I'll take all of it out probably by then, and so on and so forth. I think it's definitely. I mean, one thing I would always recommend, again, not advising, recommend as an investor is you should at least take your profits out or take your investment out. You see, a lot of people do it in meme trading. If people are trading memes, they'll put 3 SOL into a project, it's 3x'd, and they take out that 3 or maybe 3.5 SOL out of that. So either way, they've not lost any money, therefore they've made money or got their money back, and just letting the profits do its own thing and run itself. Now that may mean you limit your amount of money you can make if it continues running on further, but it's a safety, it's hedging against the potential for it just to turn on its head and start collapsing and rugging. But once more, this is all the sort of stuff again that I am starting to talk about more so, and also going to be emphasizing more so in my Discord server. Here, link on my home screen, also in the description, where you can hopefully learn a lot more about Kaspa and other crypto projects in the space, as well as hopefully allow you to devise your own trading strategy. Again, talk to people in the community. Of course, there's going to be people who have their own opinions. People, for the most part, they still quite respectful in there. Of course, there are times people get a little bit heated, which is to be expected. Everyone here is talking about money. I do encourage everyone to remain respectful while they can, and just to continue, help people out while you can. Because ultimately, we're all here for the same reason. We're all here to hopefully make some money and to, retire our bloodlines, if you will. And for us, most of us, it's going to be Kaspa for that. But again, it could be other projects in the space that do the same thing. I think Tau will be a big gainer. I think C will be a big gainer. I think Vulcan Forge could be a big gainer. Again, Vulcan Forge for me, if it reaches its all-time high again of $50, I got in at $2.50. That's a 25x for me. Again, I'm not saying it will do, but Vulcan Forge reached $50 in the last cycle at its all top. And typically coins should, in these decent projects, should at least return to the all-time highs, if not higher, because again, we're seeing Bitcoin right now. Vulcan Forge has not got a lot of into it because again, it's a very small project. Vulcan Forge is where's Vulcan Forge? PYR. Vulcan Forge is number 369. It's a mid cap. It's not a micro cap. It's a mid cap. It's a very small project. So therefore, when Bitcoin dominance falls off, which is falling off a little bit, when it falls off properly at the cycle top, the money will trickle into the mid caps and then the smaller caps after that, the ones that actually is going to stand the test of time. And that's when you'll see projects like Vulcan Forge and other smaller projects that you may be holding. I think Velo, people are talking about Velo. Maybe that Velo does well. I'm not sure. That's when they'll start to run more so as well. Kaspa will run earlier because again, it's not as small right now. Kaspa is at number 35, so it's not as small. So it'll run a little bit earlier, but we'll have to wait and see where Kaspa goes from here. But yeah, all in all, I think Kaspa is doing very, very well. Again, despite what has happened in the past, last 4 months or so, Kaspa right now in this month so far, since its bottom, Kaspa is up about 60%, and then we've seen since November it's up about 42%. So we could definitely see Kaspa it's doing very well this month, and I think we can see a lot more in December and January and the months to go. I'm hoping to see by this point should start being more bullish for Kaspa kind of through and through. Bitcoin Billionaire asks, when you say Q1 top, you're thinking Feb March. I'm thinking March. It's currently, yes, that's currently where I'm looking towards closely. Q1, so for me, March, April is kind of where I'm kind of looking closer towards, and after that I'll play the action if it goes longer or not. Dead Pit says BlackRock ain't going to pump Kaspa a lot. I mean, no, I'm not saying BlackRock will pump Kaspa. I'm not saying necessarily, BlackRock, I'm not saying they'll pump Kaspa. BlackRock will pump in Bitcoin, and that's going to allow the money to then cycle into the likes of other projects like Kaspa. BlackRock unintentionally, they are going to pump Kaspa because they're going to pump Bitcoin, which means when Bitcoin goes higher, that money will trickle into the altcoins, that will trickle into Kaspa. And as you get Grayscale launching ETFs and more Kaspa ETFs and ETPs coming out, that could also mean you get institutional investing into Kaspa as well. Does Kaspa things like run out of buyers at $3 billion market cap? Kaspa is very frustrating. I do agree. It's definitely, you can say that, but the volume right now, we can see volume's actually going up more and more. It's gone about 10 million since I've been doing this stream in the last hour. And we're seeing a lot of that volume flooding through the likes of, seemingly through the likes of Bybit right now and BitGet. Right now, again, Mexi and Gate still taking up the majority a bit, but hopefully we start seeing that fall off a little bit very, very soon. I'm, again, fearing greed, again, staying quite high. Market cap, again, 3.42 trillion. The belief put down by a Standard Chartered Bank and Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse was a $5 trillion market cap by the end of the year. So that's 1 month from now. Seeing $1.5 trillion injected into crypto in 1 month is definitely possible. That'll put Bitcoin, though, at $125,000 price, which I think is not impossible, but it's probably a big ask. It really does depend on where we see it from here. Deoj 11 says $3 billion market cap without true tier 1 listing is very high, isn't it? I think we can't really get new all-time high with that listing because the hype is over. For Kaspa being at $4 billion market cap without any major, we've got Kraken now, so it's a big tier 1. It's not been as bullish, if you will, if you wanted it to be, but it's still doing very, very well. But yeah, without any like top tier 1s. Of course, that sounds quite, off to say, because Kraken is a tier 1 exchange, but it's not, Binance or Coinbase. But if you get Binance or Coinbase with Kaspa, then yes, I think that will definitely allow Kaspa to get the volume it needs for the market to go much higher. So a 4 billion is quite high. And Kaspa is the only project in this space ever existed to have reached the top 20 at one point, top 20 market cap, top 20 in coin market cap tokens without any tier 1s. All it had by that point was Bybit and BitGet, which we don't consider tier 1s. KF consider those tier 1s, but we don't consider them tier 1s. But either way, you have no tier 1s. Number 20 in coin market cap as a token with no tier 1s. It's a very, very big deal. Now it's got Kraken, and we're definitely going to get the likes of Binance very shortly as well, I'm sure. Bitcoin Business says that we only have 3 or 4 months only until the end. I'm not saying that much. again, I'm playing reactionary. The data suggests, based on the Bitcoin price cycle indicator, based on the funding heat map, and also based on the CPBI data, that there's a good chance that, again, right now we're at in the cycle, it being at number 80 right now. We are seeing sort of similar levels, I would like to believe, to what we saw in December 2020, December 2020, before the bull cycle. So therefore, I think that we're potentially leading into, another 3 months where it's going to get more and more heated. So potentially we could see the historical data suggests it's going to be a top in 3 or 4 months. But again, with there being new players involved, $1 trillion asset managers like BlackRock involved, that could disregard the historical data and send it higher. We have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. I'm playing reactionary. So I'm aiming, right now my aim is March, April, May, Q1-ish, and then playing reactionary from that point onward to see if it goes any further. Because again, keep in mind, Donald Trump's getting into office on 20th of January, so he's coming in quite late himself. And he's got a lot to do in that time of him getting into office by new SEC reforming, putting out crypto stablecoin regulations and regulations in general. Institutions are going to probably want to have a good, few months of pumping. If it ends in March or April, or it ends in March or February or March, the institutions are going to have like a month or two of pumping. They're going to want more than that. Think about Bitcoin. When Bitcoin got its ETS, the first time Bitcoin first got launched its ETS, you saw Bitcoin went from January to March. You had actually was it January? About January 20th. Yeah, about a month and a half, 2 months you had of pumping. So Donald Trump gets into office on January 20th. You'll see it probably run to March, sort of April time, potentially. But that's if he gets all the regulations in play on that day, which he won't. He'll start pushing them out very quickly, I'm sure, but I don't think he'll get it down on the day. If he does, fantastic. But the moment you get the regulations, I'm sure you'll start seeing a good maybe month or two, a month and a half, 2 months of green, and then going from there. What memes are you invested into, and what are your targets? I have some memes, not many, mainly on the Solana chain. I have no KRC20 just yet, but I do plan to get some very shortly. For these KRC20, Nacho for me is 1 bill, hopefully. Kango, I think could reach probably 1 bill. Other ones I'm aiming for high mils. Other ones, like I hold like some GOAT, which I think GOAT could be a very big gainer, as it's also the first AI meme. Go Maximus here, which currently is just falling short of 1 billion market cap. It did surpass that at one point. For me, I think GOAT should probably reach $5 as it is a meme. I think there are other projects as well. You've got the likes of Michi, which I think is one that could do okay. I'm hoping to see a 1 billion market cap with Michi from where it's at right now, a $1 Michi at the very minimum, hopefully. Also got ones like, there are multiple memes out there. I don't talk about memes too much. I'll probably be talking about them more to people, kind of more so personally, in my free Discord server. So I'll talk about it more there if you want to join Bitcoin Billionaire. And anyone else who wants to join again, feel free to. It's on my home screen in my description as well. But ultimately, yeah, I think for me, memes are a bigger gamble than the rest. So I don't talk about them too much because, again, memes are, again, they're a bigger gamble. They're literally like going to a casino. As one theme we're talking about Kaspa, which I have more conviction in, I think it's going to be a very strong project due to the fact that it's decentralized and it's building a lot. Memes are just community. So I don't talk about them too much because, again, I always reiterate, I'm not a financial advisor, trading on discretion, but gotta be very careful with memes. I have predictions for some of them, but for me, I invest into cults in memes, not so on the meme token, because people are like, right now, like coming through Pump Fund and then launching, like, there was one called Rismus that came out recently, which was shilled on TikTok. And, that went to, I think it was like nearly 1 bill market cap, and then that got rugged heavily and people lost a lot of money. I think it's got a CTO now, a community takeover, so it's coming back a little bit now. But either way, it's a very, very dangerous space, all in all. Mr. Moss said you have Solana memes and no KRC20. Boo this man, boo. All right. All right. I'm sorry, Mr. Miles. I got Solana before KRC20. I do want to get into them. I just need a little bit extra dry powder first. But I do have some. I'm going to be getting my next side hustle paycheck tomorrow or Tuesday. So I will be getting some more then. I'll probably get into KRC20 then. I'll probably be getting into the likes of Nacho, definitely. Probably some Kango, probably some Kaspa and Kaspa, and then we'll see what else. Probably Bert as well, actually. We'll see what else. You already joined. Well, great to see you, Bitcoin. And hopefully I'll see you some... Well, hopefully we can talk about more in there then. Ethereum launched 2015. And then in 2017, January, 9.9 euro. And then 1 year later, it was at 1,146 euro. Anything can happen. I mean, DD completely right. Ethereum jumped massively in price in the span of a year. We've seen how well Kaspa's done in the span of 2 years. And obviously that's a very, very stagnant. It's not things like... People are funding Kaspa, which I get. But look at most projects in this space right now. When they've had a bad spell, I could take any project in this space. For example, I could take... I'm trying to think why that's not too off. I mean, let's just take Sui. Because Sui, again, I'm not comparing the two, but I'm trying to give an example here. Sui, again, a new project in this space. It launched, it came down. Came up, came down. Now it's up massive. It's doing very, very well. So people who are holding Sui, congrats. But either way, I think that Kaspa, while it's had a very, very stagnant year, it's come down, it's not come down in the sense that it's come down and just struggled and stayed down. Like it's been stagnant for a year, where every other project has come down and kind of come very, very far down. I've done it multiple times. But yeah, I mean, we can see what happens. You know, Kaspa, I think, will do very, very well still. Crypto Gosu, what's up, my man? Welcome back to the stream. Billionaire, I'm a Kaspa billionaire. The market just hasn't realised it yet. I mean, yeah. The market's not realised that we are all about to be very, very rich with Kaspa. Thoughts on Crypto Galaxy and his price prediction for Kaspa? He reckons $10. Anything's possible. I think it's a bit moon boy personally. No hate to Crypto Galaxy, but I think it's a bit too moon boy. For me, I think $2 is like where I'm seeing Kaspa to go to, and then hopefully, I mean, for me, $2, anything above that is great, but $2 for me is quite bearish. But I think $2, anything above that is fantastic. I got my paycheck today. I'm going to be water and bread for the rest of the year. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going to probably start eating off pot noodles now, just so I can have. I might just have to cut back on my food shopping so I can actually have some more money to put into Kaspa. I should really do that very, very quickly. Crypto Tech Odie said, I had some Nacho, but I sold for Nacho. Watching team saying that they wanted donations, 50k for the exchange listings. I believe that the team is mediocre. Kangas is way better. You sold for... Okay, so you sold... You had some Nacho, but you sold for Kaspa. Okay. I mean, ultimately, you've got to understand, and I understand your belief, your reason for saying that, but once more, Nacho is fair launch, like Kango is. Now, Kango's I know Kango's developer did put some of his own pocket money into these listings. I'm sure Nacho's probably done a little bit of that as well. But also because they're fair launch, they haven't got the funding to just get exchange listings. A lot of these exchange listings, they need money to be listed, right? For example, like Kaspa, of course, is fair launch, but because of what it is, the exchanges want to jump onto list it for themselves, probably for free most of the time. But these are meme tokens. That's underneath Kaspa, that they're memes. So they haven't got really any utility behind it, nothing significant at least, in comparison. Of course, Nacho's got a lot coming for it in regards to, as a post about the developers of the Rusty Kaspa and smart contracts want to also utilize Nacho for something. So again, that's very big, but they need money for the listings. Now, so I much as I understand the sentiment behind it, I don't think it's actually that bad, all in all. But I do think that Kango has done incredibly well, very much proved itself to be a very, very dominant KRC20 project right now. And it's got many, many more listings right now. But that's the difference as well. Like the only reason why I'm not, the reason why I'm still bullish on Nacho is for the fact that it's done this in a month. Very, very great for Kango. It's done incredible. Nacho has a lot more in regards to potential listings coming for it. That leads me to believe that there's a lot higher highs, and also the amount of holders. Look at the holders difference. It's like 5 times more. So Nacho's got a lot more adoption in that regard as well. Yeah, and Mr. Miles says, Crypto Galaxy is a bit of a moon boy. Yeah, no hate to Crypto Galaxy, I mean, he's done very well for the space, but I think he's got some very... I mean, I think he's like similar to like Murad. People should know, people in the meme community know about Murad. Murad is a very, very moon boy, ex-Bitcoin maxi, now meme coin maxi. And he's got some predictions, which I think I think his predictions will do well, but I think he's aiming way too high. Why is it called meme? In regards to, I mean, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I guess it's just a joke, meme coins, the jokes haven't got anything really behind it. At least that's what I believe it is. And then he's a. I mean, yeah. Again, I see the message from you, a Dow Age 11. I'm not going to say it out loud because again, I'm not trying to bring smoke to Crypto Galaxy. But I to an extent, I do agree. He did state in previous streams that he does it as a intentional thing to get people to click on, like clickbait. He just stated in the past, and he's been open about that. Bitcoin Billionaire, do you think Kaspa's dead? No. Oh, Kaspa Ghost. Kaspa Ghost. If you're talking about Kaspa Ghost, then no, because it's got a lot of holders still. It's just, stagnant. But I think, again, they mentioned they've got some big alpha coming very soon. So they're going to mention it today in about, literally in about a few minutes now. I think it's going, so in about 15 minutes they'll be launching an AMA where they'll be talking about alpha. So I think Kaspa Ghost is a very good one. I think Kaspa the project equally is not dead because you're seeing more holders, you're seeing increased hash rate. So I don't think they're dead. I think they're hibernating, if you will. I know it's not the right time to hibernate with the Bitcoin bull cycle so close, but I think it's, again, in due time, Kaspa right now up 6.32%, looking very, very good. And hopefully we'll see it continue in this fashion at the end of the day. It's pumping right now. There's like a massive announcement happening. There's nothing any major happening for Kaspa right now, to my knowledge. They're still seemingly doing very, very well. I will be wrapping up the stream very, very shortly though, because I do actually have dinner currently being prepared for my family, and I know they're waiting for me. I can't let my nan wait. Alon says, stay safe, keep your Kaspa. I mean, yeah, I also think that's a good idea. I think Kaspa again says, I am now buying KRC20 at mint and flip them over to Kaspa when they go up. As far as a blue chip, KRC20s like Kanko and Natural I'm holding for the bigger pumps 25. Yeah, again, I think that's not financial advice, of course, but I think it's not a bad strategy to have, getting your gains from the other smaller projects. I know, again, for the likes of Cairo, done an insane pump in the last week or last few days. So you could have made a lot of money from that, flip that, and then put that into better KRC20 memes, or even back into Kaspa. That's not a bad strategy. That's ultimately what I do Solana memes for, to flip profit and then put that into more Kaspa or to other projects that have more conviction and more other altcoins. I am waiting for the Nacho mining pool. I bet a lot of miners are going to switch once it's live. I have no idea what mining pool you're talking about either, Mr. Mars says. If anything about mining pool crypto goes to, please let us know and link it in my Discord server, because again, we're all trying to learn more in there. We've got a literal whole channel for information. You just put it in there, and people can just react to it and look at it themselves. So yeah, please let us know. Pack your bags with Kaspa, because when XRP ADA and other coins reach the big caps, then some money will swap to Kaspa because the cap will be more appealing. This is the rule of smart money. I do agree with that. Although, as Mr. Miles says, I think smart money is already in Kaspa because we are the smart money. In the Joker said, we are already smart money, we're already in Kaspa, but more the boomers will get into Kaspa very, very shortly, I'm sure. Why invest in Kaspa if it's a stable coin? Welcome back, Crypto Czar, the biggest troll in this space. You know what I mean, man? Honestly, it's a terrible project, don't invest into it. But yeah, hopefully you're doing well today, my man. And yeah, Kaspa's clear, no doubt about it. But yeah, that being said, thank you all once more for joining. I apologize for the delays and technical difficulties in this stream. Tomorrow, I'm hoping it'll be better. If not, then Monday will definitely be better because I'll be back on my main setup. So thank you all for joining, Mr. Mars. Even Crypto Czar joining in at DD, Bingo Bango, Alyssa, Tony, everyone, Crypto goes to everyone who joined the stream. Thank you all for joining, Bitcoin Billionaire. And Kaspa going up right now. Hopefully we'll see it continue in this fashion currently. And if it continues, then I think we'll see hopefully Kaspa start to make a breakout very, very soon. Hopefully into the end of the year, I think we'll see a new all-time high. But that being said, hope you have all a very good day, good evening, good night. Have a good Thanksgiving weekend. And yeah, don't be emotional, be logical. Don't be logical, be logical. Join my physical server if you want to. Again, I'm not forcing you to. I've got to chill it though. Part of my due diligence, if you will. And yeah, I'll catch you all tomorrow. Hopefully. Again, people want to know the timing. I'll put an announcement in my Discord server about what time the stream will go live. And I'll let you all know then. But yeah, thank you all for joining once more. And I'll see you.